People with eating disorders are not attention seeking. I need you guys to understand this thing. Like, have you ever wondered why people actually struggle with food beyond just eating too much or eating too little? See, eating disorders are more than just a phase. They are serious health conditions that affect the body and the mind. So what are they? What are their signs? And how can we support those that are affected? Hi, I'm Essie the nutritionist, and this is episode 25 of Oh My God. See, eating disorders are complex mental health conditions that can disrupt a person's relationship with food, their body, and their overall well being. And contrary to popular belief, they don't just affect young women. Anybody, and I mean anybody, regardless of their age, their gender, or their background, can struggle with an eating disorder. So there are different types of eating disorders, and each of them has its own characteristics and its warning signs. We have anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, and binge eating disorder. Anorexia nervosa entails an extreme fear of gaining weight, severe food restriction and extreme dieting, having a distorted body image. Sometimes they can see themselves as too big, even when they are underweight. And sometimes they can overexercise just to burn calories. Also, put it at the back of your mind. It is not just about wanting to be skinny. That is a misconception. A very annoying one at that. Next up, we have bulimia nervosa. And what we see here is a cycle of binge eating and then purging out all the food they have eaten. Sometimes they eat and then they throw up or they go to use the toilet. It's usually accompanied by feelings of guilt or shame after eating. You see, people with bulimia usually appear to have a normal weight, and that is one of the things that makes it so difficult to recognize. And the last one is binge eating disorder. In simple terms, let's just say it's eating large amounts of food in a very short time, even when they are not hungry. There's this feeling of a lack of control during a binge eating episode, and then it's followed by guilt, distress, or embarrassment after eating. Another thing you guys should take with you, this is not just overeating. It's literally an emotional struggle where food becomes a way to cope with stress, loneliness, or anxiety. See, there isn't one cause of eating disorders, but a combination of factors can increase the risk. We have psychological factors like anxiety, depression, perfectionism, or low self esteem. We also have biological factors like a family history of eating disorders or mental health issues. And then there are the social and cultural factors, the pressure to look a certain way, diet culture, and unrealistic body standards. We live in a society that praises weight loss and self control around food. And this just makes it harder for people to recognize that they actually need help. The good news is that eating disorders are actually treatable and recovery is possible with the right kind of support. So if you or someone you know is struggling, remember that you are not alone and help is available. Now that's the end of episode 25. See you next week, same time, same place. Bye.